What does being Black mean to you?
Being Black is amazing.
Being comfortable in my skin, in my hair.
Strength.
That I am connected to a community larger than myself.
We continue to rise and being who we are unapologetically. We are bold, we are funny, we are beautiful.
Just the stuff that we've endured as Black people and the things that we still endure, and we're going through it beautifully, like we're making the struggle look beautiful, honestly.
Having a sense of pride for my heritage and my ancestry. And also having a shared, almost universal experience with the Black community, regardless of where we grew up in the country or around the world. And being Black also means being a standard for pop culture.
The African diaspora is greater than I believe people understand. Black people touch every part of this world, and their touch has created, has built, has nurtured, and has transformed. The way that history is taught to us in school, however, distorts, minimizes, and denies that truth. Why? Because, as poet Mahogany L. Browne tells us, you are a threat knowing yourself. You are a threat loving yourself. You are a threat loving your kin. You are a threat loving your children.
Being Black means to me being a part of this really rich and beautiful culture full of thousands of different subcultures. You have Black American culture, you have Black Latino culture, you have Black Caribbean culture, you have Blacks coming from the continent of Africa and their culture. And it's this really rich, warm, inviting community that is wonderful to be a part of.
Being Black, to me, just it can't mean just one thing. It can't just mean one surface level thing. It can't just mean one deep level thing. I think that being Black, in the meaning of being Black, operates in so many different ways that it's really hard to try to put into one sentence or to one paragraph or even into one word, honestly.
What does self-love mean to you?
To me, self-love looks like acceptance of oneself, being confident in myself, and having a sense of awareness. If you don't love yourself, who will? How can I expect someone else to love me if I don't have love for me within my heart already?
You really gotta, look at yourself in the mirror, look at your personality, your thoughts, your life, and see some value in it.
Self-love means to me waking up in the morning and despite my flaws, despite not being perfect, doing what I want to do, going after what I want in the day because I love myself.
My self-worth or my self-love, it comes with me knowing that I'm not going to put myself in a certain situation, or I'm not going to allow anybody to treat me any kind of way because I love myself. Self-love means you see a situation that you're in and it's just kind of like, and it's just like, I'm going to remove myself because I love myself. And looking in the mirror thinking I am that girl. I'm beautiful in every way. I might not be perfect, but I'm perfectly beautiful.
It means to recognize my own beauty and celebrating who I am every chance that I can. And most importantly, it means to be selfish with my time and preserving my mental and physical and spiritual health.
How do you think we as a community are doing in terms of self-love?
I think we're doing all right.
As a community, I think we're doing better in terms of self-love, but we have a ways to go.
We as a community are so good at showing everyone else love. When it's time to show ourselves the same love, it's nowhere to be found.
I think that self-love in our community has definitely grown since before time, like with the 60s and everything. I feel like people are definitely, loving themselves in a natural state, embracing themselves, embracing their body shapes, their colors.
We're becoming more accepting and open about ourselves, through seeing more media representation, seeing different types of Black people and seeing them express themselves leads to us becoming more encouraged to accept ourselves.
Just the idea of Black joy, Black pride, and everything that happens there, what I see all the time on social media, hyping Black creators up, and it's been especially in the past year given everything that's happened, but also just in general, it starts years ago in the 60s with the Black Arts Movement, which is still continuing to this day.
I think that we really need to focus on healing some of our personal traumas, some of those traumas we've experienced as a community before we can step forward and really love ourselves, and utilizing some of those resources that are available to us in order to focus on our wellness, focus on healing, focus on our mental health in order to be able to achieve self-love.
I think that we you have Black Girl Magic, Black Excellence. There are a lot of ways that we celebrate ourselves, and we celebrate our Blackness, and we celebrate our history, not just through things like Black History Month, but also through just the study of the things that our ancestors have done, the celebration of those things, learning from them, building on them. I think that we show self-love in the ways that we care for each other and the ways that we fight for each other.
I think as a community in this moment, we focus on the external gain, the outside view, and not the internal. And I think that's how we show our self-love to ourselves and to our peers. That's how we show love a lot of times.
I think one way we can improve in terms of self-love is to destigmatize mental health issues and therapy. If we allow ourselves to be open and honest about the struggles that we're facing internally, just as much as the struggles that we're facing externally, I think that can improve a lot in terms of self-love within the community.
It's hard because a lot of people grow up in a lot of different environments, a lot of people shaming them for their hair, their nose, their skin, what I'm saying? Because that was me when I was growing up. It's kind of hard to tap into that when you've been told your whole life, ew, this is all wrong with you. But I just feel as though, we need to, as a community, stop people who are making those comments and such so that people, don't feel hammered and attacked. We need to validate these people. I feel like we as a community do not validate, one, we don't validate people's experiences. Two, we don't validate their existence and say, it's okay that you look like this. There's nothing wrong with that.
I have been fortunate enough to see glimpses of people engaging in a deeper level of self-love. They are being honest with themselves. They are finding their happiness within instead of out. They are releasing the people, experiences, and habits that no longer serve them. And that is beautiful. This process towards self-love is a journey. And that is what I want everyone to keep in mind. It won't always feel pleasant, but it is necessary. We have to remember to prioritize ourselves.